I've watched your videos and I look at all the things and sometimes I look at it and I go, wow, you're so honest. And so it's like, if I were to call a friend and be like, hey, can I just tell you what's going on right now? That's what you do in front of the camera with your audience,
Yeah. That was, it's funny because that's really when I first started YouTube, it was back in 2008. And so this was a long time ago. It was before really anybody had any clue that you could make, a living at this, or that was, I didn't even know really what it was. I got kicked off a reality show called Glam God with Vivica Fox off of VH1. You want to talk about a train wreck? Like VH1 shows are pretty bad. This one was bad for VH1's for VH1 standard. I was kicked off first from this reality show, and I remember like it was yesterday, sitting at the airport thinking, all right, my wife gave me a video camera. It's at home. I haven't opened the box in literally a year. And I'm gonna make videos and put it on YouTube, not knowing really what YouTube was. And so when I started posting videos, I sort of, I posted a few videos like, hi, I'm Aaron Marino. I was all dressed up. I thought I needed to look like an image consultant. And so I had like I went to JCPenney's and bought like a bunch of like jackets that were too big. I was like, hey, I know how to tie like a double Windsor, or not. There is no such thing as a Windsor knot.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I look like an image consultant. And so I started posting videos, and I didn't really know what I was doing at all. And this was early days. And so I was looking at other people that were popular on the platform, and everybody was really like kind of rude and crude, and it was kind of like the Wild West back then.
Yeah.
And so I thought that's what I needed to do. And so I started, actually, trying to be kind of a little bit outrageous. And what I came to realize is when I just dropped the act and got authentic and just sort of honest, that's when sort of everything felt right to me doing it. And my audience also, I guess, seemed to respond to that. And so, yeah, honesty's kind of been my thing.
Wow. So wait.
That's a long way for me to say, yes, you're right. I am honest on these videos.
No, I find it so intriguing. But when you said VH1 and Vivica Fox, so what was your role in the show?
Okay, so it was a styling show. Basically, they cast all these stylists to come on and compete for, the title of Glam God. And so what happened was I was an image consultant working with men at the time. I had a fitness center that failed, but I was always really into like style, and so I was like, okay, so I'm bankrupt. What do I do now? What can I do with very little money? And so I started an image consulting firm. And so I was always looking for opportunities like, okay, how can I get on TV? Because I figured, okay, that's going to be the reason, or how I'm going to, make it big in this world. And so I saw a Craigslist ad for a reality show casting, and it was for people with that, like style or something to that effect. And so once I realized that it was for a show that was going to focus on women, I actually started teaching myself makeup and all sorts of things to try to, learn and act. And I kind of lied my way onto that show saying, oh yeah, I work with all sorts of women, and I'm,
Did you do makeup and stuff?
I didn't get to that point because I got kicked off too early.
Yeah.
But I was definitely out of my element on that show. But yeah, it was still fun for the day that I was there before I got excommunicated from VH1. I was definitely not the Glam God, not that season. So yeah.